Funko might be going under within the year, and delays upon delays for the gaming industry's biggest titles. It's not been a great week, I'm not gonna lie. Welcome to this week's Nerd Roundup, hosted by the Nerd Factory. I'm Jake, let's catch you up. Funko has announced that it might possibly be going under within the year due to falls in sales and an increase in their debt. It would need new funding or even a buyout to keep this iconic company running. Funko has had 4 straight quarters of drops, with the latest being 14% in decline, which for the people that don't understand what I just said, it means that for a whole year, financial year, they literally have been dropping and declining every quarter. So for a whole year, they've literally just been losing money. Pretty much is the easiest way to explain it. The main line of Pops has also seen a 19% fall as well. So it's even their main brand is also not doing well, which has led to the debt that they have hitting $145 million, mainly due to their overproduction and also losing licenses like Five Nights at Freddy's, which is kind of nuts for a company that is so iconic with some of the biggest brands in the world. So yeah, there are some concerns to do with a potential bankruptcy, which is reported from analysts to be mid-2026, which is incredibly sad. I own quite a lot of Pops. Pops was the first thing that I got into collecting-wise, mainly because at the time it was cheap. Not so much anymore. It's now £15 for a Pop, which is just a standard Pop, which is actually insane. But I was able to just buy them and display them and show off all the nerdy stuff that I liked in a way that wasn't overly expensive. But it's Funko have kind of been moving away, I guess, from their core audience base, where they've been doing a lot of other stuff and doing a lot of licensing and stuff for brands that aren't that popular. Most of the ones that I see that they do with artists and that kind of stuff, and they do a one-off, but then make so many to the point where they're throwing all of them into landfill, which was a thing a couple months ago. So I don't know, it's one of those things where I feel like they need to go back to their roots and maybe try and make it not as expensive. Might be a good start. Because goddamn, I haven't, as a fan as I am as a company, I am not paying 15 quid for a Pop. That's not happening. Skydance Games has announced that Marvel 1943 will be delayed past early 2026. In a statement posted on Thursday, it stated that Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is an ambitious project, and we are committed to ensuring it meets the level of quality that our team, players, and fans expect. To fully realize our vision, we've made a decision to shift our release window beyond early 2026. In all honesty, I'm glad that companies in general now are delaying games rather than releasing a buggy mess that are oh, we'll fix it later, and it takes 2 weeks for the game actually to be good. However, I would actually like a different change where companies would only announce the game when the game is pretty much already ready to go, or so close to being ready to go and everything's all polished. Kind of how Apex Legends released. Because Apex Legends got announced and then a week later was out. And everyone was like, oh my god, this game's out. And then, oh my god, I can play it immediately. But there was no delay. It was just in. Where currently we're just in the zone of every game is being delayed because it's not ready yet. Because it's an ambitious game and they want it to be good. But in terms of release, I'm going to assume it's going to release between July and October of next year. And I'm going to explain in a second why that is the case. Yep. GTA 6 got delayed. Again. A statement from Rockstar, also on a Thursday. There was a lot of things happening on Thursday, and it was mainly delays to video games. Said that GTA 6 will now release November 19th, 2026, which is also a Thursday. I don't know what was up with Thursday. Just everyone loves Thursdays, apparently. It was stated that we are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with a level of polish you can come to expect and deserve. Now, this isn't the first time that Rockstar has delayed a title of theirs. Red Dead Redemption 2 also got delayed 3 times, where from its original date in 2017, it then said it was going to be released in spring of 2018, and then they delayed it again to its actual release in the fall of the same year. Which is the same kind of timeline that GTA 6, as it was 2025, then it was spring 26, and now it's going to be fall 26. So, if it copies the same kind of structure, this should, in theory, be the last delay, and then we can actually go play the game in a year's time. Oh my god. I don't want to have to wait a year for this game. I'm excited for this game because it just looks good, and it's one of those where the amount of money that's been spent on this game is so much higher than everything else. If it's not perfect, it's going to cause issues. Because Rockstar have, in terms of capital, so much money that most companies can't actually do what they're doing right now. They've delayed the biggest game that ever, pretty much, 3 times. Companies that would try and do that actually would go under because of how much money it costs them to keep it going. So I'm hoping that with this delay, they can fix all the stuff they need to fix, sort out their stuff internally, because there's a whole load of stuff that's going on internally as well, with bloody unions and morale and God knows what that's happening. Usual Rockstar stuff, annoyingly. I wish they were better. But hopefully they can get this game in the place where it needs to be, get everyone happy, and then we can all play, hopefully, the greatest video game of all time. Maybe. Who knows? Now you're all caught up. I really hope that Funko can survive and get back to the glory days of its existence. Because it is such an iconic company, like going to Comic-Cons and things. Pops are always around. I know a lot of people dislike them, which is fair. I get it. But for me, they hold like a very special place in my heart. Like, I'm literally staring at my wall of Pops currently. Yeah, I have a wall of Pops. Deal with it. I'm literally staring at them, and every single one of them really has like a memory that they're tied to. So, like, they're all like meaningful to me, I guess, in a way. But I hope that they can, having them disappear, I actually think might not actually be a good thing, if I'm being completely honest. And then with the delays for the games, I'm glad they're happening, because I don't want to have to go through another Cyberpunk again. Although Cyberpunk as a game right now is absolutely incredible. So if it's normally on sale, so when it's on sale, go buy it, because that game is incredible. But when it first came out, it was a buggy, terrible mess. And God, that was a terrible time when I was working. Having to refund games every day. Be like, but it's open. It doesn't matter. Here, have your refund. But as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, as you'll be getting one of these Nerds Roundups every Monday at 6 PM UK time. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see, or anything you really want to say, comment down below. I'll try and respond as soon as I can. Other than that, I'll see you next week.